Welcome back to Car Talks, where I rant, ramble, rave, and word vomit my thoughts on training, life, fitness, and just thinking about work today. I had a conversation with my roommate from college. It was a couple weeks ago now, and yeah, he and I had a really interesting conversation that said, and he's asked me, he's like, hey, what are your thoughts on retirement? And, what are you like? Do you enjoy what you do for work? And we've had this conversation as coaches in our own facility that, a lot of us don't really see what we do as work. Like, in my opinion, I kind of get to play all day. Coaching is fun to me. Now, obviously, there's a lot of work that goes behind it. The planning and preparation for training for kids, the thought processes that go behind quality training, and the way that you outline things. So I think for a lot of things, work in itself is something that can be cumbersome and tiresome. But if you find something you're passionate about, and this isn't going to be one of those find your passion and you'll never work in a day in your life. Well, no, your passion's going to take some work. Coaching being my passion takes some work. But at the same time, have fun with it, right? Try to find the fun in what you do. So just a little thought on that. And then there's one other thought I want to have on work today, and this is just now in my head. We talk about training a lot, and so we have life where, find what you do and what you love. But training-wise, training is obviously just a substitution for work. When you do manual labor, if you ever wonder why old man strength exists, or you ever wonder, meet some, backwoods country boy, as we like to call him, who's just absolutely massive and can pull off feats of strength. Physical manual labor, we don't have a whole lot of those jobs these days. And so I think that's another thing with work, is that it's this term that people find tiresome and cumbersome. And that is the thing. It's energy output, it's expenditure. And so, training is just a substitute for that. And right now, I think a lot of us are having redefinitions of work, because there's a mental aspect, which is for those that sit there and do a 9 to 5 and sit at a computer. I feel ya. I've been doing it more recently, and that's terrible. And it's mentally exhausting. Then you have physical work. So those are just two types of work that I think it's just very interesting to see how they play out in our culture, because you have people that physically work all day and probably love it. And then you have people that mentally work all day and probably love it. And you need a little bit of both. And that's just kind of, like I said, ramble as part of this whole Car Talks. I know I've been all over the map on this. But just some thoughts on work. Work is physical, it's mental. You might like physical work more than you like mental work. You might like mental work more than you like physical work. And I think in the end, we all need just to do work. So not the grind, not the hustle. We all just, in our lives, we need work. We need mental work, we need physical work. It's good for the body, good for the soul, good for the spirit. So just something to chew on and think on today. And until next time, we'll see you in the passenger seat.